Yep, Vrindavan. Uh, Room has no heater in it, so it's around 10 degrees centigrade here, and that's around 45 degrees Fahrenheit. 9th of January 2025. We're in a, sometimes it's necessary to get serious. Okay, we're in a civilization where we're electrically, I am electrically natural electricity. For quoting the Puruṣa-sūkta Confirmed in the Bhagavatam, one verse is actually pointing out that the whole verse is bringing to the point that the nails of the original Purusha, to avoid saying God, the original Purusha meaning man, or the enjoyer. So the original Purusha, his nails are described as electrical. It's the accumulation of his whole body. And right here, the electrical spark can come. A thunderbolt can come from the nail. So I'm in somewhat the image of him. So my tiny little body, the accumulation of all that is right here in the nail. So what's the importance of this? Well, here, that accumulation is around, I would say around 200. It's not 300 higher up, so it's about 200 and something right here. Hertz. And right here, if this is the accumulation of electrical power, this is the maximum accumulation. It's actually a exercise to move the energy of the body called chi up to this area in the morning. Simple thing. But this is just as good as an electrical breaker. This, from here down, one electrical charge. From here up, another electrical charge. And Ayurveda says that the molars are the most powerful. They're like thunderbolts of your body. The thunderbolts of your body. Electric. I'm electric, but I'm naturally electric. This thing that's you're using is contrary. It's alternating. It's yes, no, yo, no, yes, no. Sorry to look like a crazy man, but that's exactly what that is. Mine is direct energy. One pointed direct energy. This is whether it's 60 cycles or it's 55 cycles or whatever, but is not direct. It's not concentrated. It's contrary to what our nature is. We got to use it, or they say we have to use it. Anyways, it's nice to know that the guys that are the best guys, the best guys in technology are the people from Nagloka. Now Nagloka is just underneath us. Whether it's a planet underneath us or whether it's just underneath our dirt, I don't have the direct, contact with them. And there's so much you say about them. They're the guys that come up and give all our technology to us. Whether they're hybrid Naglok people or whether they're just fully acknowledged Naglok people. Srila Prabhupada pointed them out. That actually has to make you laugh because Prabhupada, he pointed them out. In 1976, he just sat with two sannyasis, leaders of the movement, and he saw a letter. And on their desk was a letter from the Rockefeller Charitable Organization. Rockefeller Charitable Organization. They're the farthest thing from charitable organization there is. Okay, so when they showed Prabhupada, they thought Prabhupada was going to be very happy. Oh, Prabhupada's going to be so happy that we got the Rockefeller Charitable Organization. They're going to come to Gita Nagari and this, that, and the other. Well, they weren't going to help. They were going to restrict them. But Prabhupada didn't have to ask. He just took the letter, looked at it. See, I'm outside waiting for them. I get told later on. I'm not inside. Yeah, so then he looks at the letter, then looks at them and says, now I don't know the exact words, but how they told me is they told him, don't connect with these people. They're from Naglok. They're Rakshasas. As much as we know about them. And he names off 7 of them. I don't remember them all. Kissinger, good nog. Rockefeller, a good nog. This is like a breaking point, That for Prabhupada or somebody like that, it's no big deal. I know these guys, and I know what they're up to. I just want to warn you, stay away from, don't deal with them. Kissinger, Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, Rothschilds. He's just putting it out there. And he says, they are not 100% human. They take on form. They're able to change their form. Now, this isn't like superstition or don't get it involved so much in it. They're human. Maybe they don't have the human form, but they have those aspects of human. They're near our planet. They're human. They can be responded to. They can, it's not that they're some strange thing that, no. It shouldn't be taken like that, like spooky, the witches. One time in Panama, some lady came up to me. Her husband was the director of the tourist boats that go to Panama. Now, that's a pretty rich person, maybe Jewish. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe Israelite. Okay, so she came up to me and she said, "Oh, Chonaka, please come with me." I said, "Where are we going?" She says, "We're going to a very special reunion of some people, some ladies from Colombia." And I said, "Oh, yeah. Well, what's the whole subject matter?" It says, "Flying. They're going to show us the abilities to fly that they have. And they're going to start training us on this. And I says, okay, well, you know, I have an Arctic, and it's better I go do the Arctic, and maybe some other day I can see him flying. This is not a joke. This is a person who's telling me the truth, you know. Or one time I'm just sitting there just waiting to do my Arctic in the temple. And one friend comes running up the stairs. But his eyes are just like almost falling out. He's a driver for the judges in Panama, the judges, the court judges, two lady court judges. He's their personal driver. So he comes running up, and his eyes about falling out, and prays at the altar for a while, and then he comes over to me and sits down. And I says, "What's wrong? You know, you look nervous." He says, "Well, I was driving the judges back to their office, from the courts to the office. I was driving them back, and as I was driving, I had to make a turn off the main road. And I could move the steering wheel, but the car wasn't turning. So then when I looked in the rearview mirror, I saw them too laughing and laughing. So then I stuck my head out the window and I looked, and the car wasn't touching the ground. So then they lowered the car, and I was able to turn, and they just wouldn't stop laughing." It's not an unusual thing. I'm personally knowing some of these things. It's not unusual. It's not, "Oh, this is terrible. Oh, you know, get all upset about it and everything." Well, getting back to the subject matter, we have to understand that this alternating current has come from a place that's not appropriate for my existence. It's just not appropriate, you know, for my existence. It's not attacking me. It's not trying to destroy me. It's just not appropriate. So the alternating current is not capable of uniting with me. It's not natural with me. That's the point. That's all it is. I am direct current. I am one-pointed. I am in that state. And the alternating current is not going to help you out on this. So, instead of getting all worried about it, you just balance yourself. You ground yourself. You earth yourself. At least that. And in a manner of grounding yourself and earthing yourself, what you do is you transmit your human aspects, your human aspects of love. I love this body. Although I'm not the body, there are living entities in this whole body, and I transmit my love to them. So how can you transmit your love? When you see somebody sick, you give them a pill, or you take them to the doctor. Pretty dangerous nowadays, but still you do something like this because you know I can help them, and you can know that you can bring them to better health. Well, I'm disbalanced completely. Sorry to say it. I'm totally disbalanced. Okay, let's get back serious. This and this are about the strongest difference in electricity. Strongest in my whole body. And I love this foot. It has taken me all over the place. Without it, I can't get around. So I transmit my love through this breaker, an electrical breaker, that's all it is, from down to up. Matter of fact, this one goes all the way up and down the spine. Can you imagine? A whole cable down to here. So this one goes up, down the spine, and this one is coming up to here. So this, I took a bath. I washed them very nice. I do this practically every morning. Simple. Simple. Nothing complicated. And after you do it for some time, you can feel that you become balanced. You don't have to go out and buy a grounding pad, or should I put a grounding cable into the whole house, because you can't access that all the time. But this, and if I can't access this, I can access this. No problem. Simple, easy. When you start doing it, you can feel that there is some change. It's such a natural change. You don't have to, it's not a jolt or anything like that, but it is a change. It does bring around change. And somebody who has a scientific mind, they could actually calculate it. They could do this and give to us the knowledge of what is actually happening within the body. But we are under, you could say, under attack from what we have to use. We are under attack from what we're obligated to use. So there has to be some nice way, not attacking something, not throwing it away, not destroying it, but just how to use it so it doesn't hurt me, so it doesn't imbalance me. Yeah. Once you start thinking about all these things, computer 0 1 0 1, on off, electricity, my Lord, this is their way in Naglok. And I want to tell you something too. The guys that are here from Naglok, if it hadn't come into your mind, they are the guys that have been kicked out. Why? Because Naglok is semi-celestial. We know by scripture that it's semi-celestial. So semi-celestial means it's a better place. The whole place is lit up with gems, gemstones. You're looking for something and they have it. That's why it says that the earth pushes the gems out. Now she's not pushing the gems out, she's taking them back down in. But in Naglok, they're all over the place. All your gemstones. So what you do, an incandescent light. Let's see, I got one here. Yeah. The incandescent light, this gives off heat also. And if you put a gemstone around an incandescent light, you get 100% efficiency. This isn't even 50% efficiency. It takes all the heat that is produced in the incandescent and it changes it into light. This is what was in Krishna's house. It says it was his gemstones were all lighting up the place. Oh, that's what's happening in our globe. The whole place is lit up. They can't use the sun, so they have the ability. So see that now everything becomes logical. They don't have the ability to grab the sun. So what they do is they have the ability to make their light, and they have the gemstones. So they have perfect lighting, wonderful lighting, nice lighting for your eyes, everything. It's incredible lighting. MIT made a whole, yeah, I'm going too long. I got to go get the milk in just a minute. But MIT made a whole study on incandescent lights and how to make them more efficient. Well, they found out that in a natural crystal you can make it really efficient, 100% almost efficient. Well, that is what they have in our globe. So they are in a position that they have to use this type of energy. They are in a position. We are not in that position. We are under the sun. Right? It is called direct lighting. The sun is direct lighting. We are electrically direct electricity. No doubt about it. We are direct electricity. Surface of our planet is considered zero. As you go up, the electrical charge gets higher. So we are in a positive, not just electrical balancing. We are in a positive electric balancing. And underneath is a negative. So living in the cellar is not good for the mind. And there's plenty of heavy studies about that, of how somebody made studies on students living just for a week underneath. Or I was in the United States submarines, and we would go down, pretty deep for long periods of times, maybe 60 days, and it was disturbing for the mind. So I can tell you personally that I don't know if I got rid of the disturbance, but I can tell you personally that it's disturbing. So we are above. We are direct electricity. We are direct lighting. And they are below. Is it strange that they have the body of a reptile? No, it's not strange. They live longer. They can eat like once a month. They don't really need to breathe the air. They can absorb water through their body. I mean, what do you ask? A lot of people are asking for that, long life. So you don't have to work every day, So the guys that we have here are the guys that have been kicked out because they've done a lot of bad things. And they can't go back in. And they're pretty mad. Because they've been kicked out. They're prisoners, you guys. Rockefellers are prisoners under our control. That's what they are. Rothschilds are prisoners under our control. It's a mind change. You don't like Mind Valley is saying, mindset, mind changes. Get a mind change. They aren't us. But we don't. We have to also understand that they're part of God's creation. They have something to do for Him. So but we have to have them under control. Okay, I got to get going. I hope you got. It's not unusual. Matter of fact, so much balancing without having to buy a grounding mat and things like that. So much easy to balance. You can even meditate. Oh, this is fire. This is fire in my body. This is the electrical balancing of fire. Oh, this is air. Air. This is the Akash. I get too much fun out of this stuff. What is that? Oh, all the rich guys do this. Oh, it's a vagina. But is it the vagina of a prostitute? Would the scriptures do that? No. No. This is the divine aspect. They misuse, they interact with the power and misuse it, but this is not theirs. Understand? They've stolen. They've implied something that it is not. Understand? They've stolen such a thing where it says that she is the female generating organ. She is the female generating organ of this creation. He is the male generating organ of this universe. Akash. Akash. This is space. This is going up. No, but they've stolen it and put a false identity on it. And people accept it. A false identity. That's a false identity. I mean, you don't go around to everybody because they're not going to understand what's going on. But don't fall for their fake identities. They cannot change this. They can't change it. No power. All their ways of falsehood. They can present the energy. They can't control the energy. They can present the energy and it does do something, and they say that they're the owner of it. And everybody falls for it. Oh, the foolishness that's going on, or that's continuously going on for cycles and cycles and cycles of births. You have all the right. Oh. Yeah, Brahma Samhita. Goloka. Devidam. Maheshdam. It's glorified by Brahma. Brahma Samhita describes all this. Can't capture it because they've got us outnumbered. But at least we can personally understand what they're up to. Okay. I thank you for if you made it through this far. I thank you for watching. And hard to remind, but donations are acceptable. And you can go to the description and see what you have to do. Thank you.